Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, December 20th. Oh my goodness. We are so excited here at Jill on Moneyland because this is the last day that we are working, which doesn't really mean anything for you guys because you will see that your feed will be populated every single day until December 31st. But it does mean that Mark and I pre-recorded a bunch of stuff. So this is the second to last weekend of shows. I'm just going to bring Mark on the microphone for a moment to see how you're feeling about no longer producing weekend Jill on Money shows.
Very much looking forward to that, yes.
It's just the beginning.
I know it sounds, people, it's just two shows. Yes, it is just two shows, but it does make a difference. It'll really make a difference when we're planning our vacations and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. And, it's the beginning of the process of the art of subtraction. Yeah. So Mark's just waiting for me to get out of my world of CBS News so that I can just 100% concentrate on our world here at Jill on Money. I only have 2 more years to go, Mark, unless the new owners come in next year and blow me out, in which case we'll be very hyper-focused on this show. I think of that as a very high possibility. Just going to say, gang. Well, I don't know, but it is certainly a possibility. Anyway, if you're someone like me in an industry that's consolidating and you're worried about getting blown out, you might want to check in with us. You may want to start to think about what does your plan look like if you don't make the decision about retirement, that decision is made for you. You know, labor economist Teresa Ghilarducci, who wrote that wonderful book and joined us a while back, Work, Retire, Repeat, has said one of the big problems about retirement planning is that a lot of people presume, I'm just going to keep working till I'm, 70 years old. That's great as long as you keep your job. A lot of people are retired, meaning their bosses blow them out before they're ready to actually call it quits. So if that's your situation or you're worried about that, go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and if you don't want to come on the air live, that's fine. But if that's the case, make sure you give us a lot of detail. If you are going to come on the air live, just check the box. Mark will do everything else. And we encourage you to do come on the air live. I know there's shy people out there, and we're going to do an email episode today, but it's so much better. We get to ask follow-up questions. I love it when you guys come on live. I know that people really enjoy the interaction, and so do we. While you're on the website, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter. It comes out every Friday. Mark does a great job with that. Okay, Mark, we are going to take some emails. This is Rich, who writes, "Hi, Jill and Mark. I love the show and listen every day. I'm hoping that you can provide me with some guidance. I'm meeting with my financial planner. He's at one of those huge firms, and until recently, I've been happy with his guidance. But earlier this year, we agreed to reduce my fee from 1% to 0.8%. So, right, we're going down by 20 basis points. Since then, he put 15% of my IRA account into mutual funds. My total account value is $1.6 million. I don't know if I'm right for feeling this way, but I wonder why I would need to pay 0.8% to have money in mutual funds. It makes me wonder if they get paid by the funds, and is it just a way to get some of the 20 basis points? My advisor told me they did this as a good way to get access to certain markets, like small caps, that they weren't focused on for me in the past. To me, it seems like a huge coincidence." And he tells me what the funds are. Okay. Can I just say one thing, Rich? The idea that you are paying 0.8%, so 80 basis points, and that, you think, why am I paying somebody to, you should, if you're just paying 80 basis points or 1% and you're not getting any financial planning, you're just getting money management, all of it's a ripoff. I mean, I hate to be so bold and pointing that out to you, but if this person is putting you into individual stocks, it's not like this man or woman who is managing your money is picking those stocks. They're putting you into something called a separately managed account. And so to me, if you're not getting financial advice, I don't even know why we're paying for asset management. In fact, I would feel a lot better if you said to me, the advisor has me all in exchange traded funds with a cost of 0, and my fee has gone from 1% to 0.8%, and they're doing full blown financial planning. I'd feel fine with that. I think we might be worrying about the wrong problem here, Rich. I would ask first and foremost with the question to the advisor. And I would also ask whether they're doing ongoing financial planning for you. And if not, why not? I would ask for that. Absolutely. Okay. Next question. This is from Brenda, who writes, my mother received $111,000 from my dad's life insurance policy. We are looking for a no fee based firm in our area. I don't think you mean no fee, but we're going to talk about that in a second. My sister suggested she names a wirehouse. She says, I believe they're fee based. What do you suggest? All right. This is actually a great question coming after the question we just answered. And that is, if you are seeking financial advice, it is important to figure out what it is you need. So let's give you the example. Mom inherits $111,000 from dad. What does mom need? Does she need asset management? Does she need someone to invest her money because she doesn't want to do it? Does she need financial planning? What is it that mom needs that what's the problem we're solving for? So there are 3 basic ways that people get paid for financial advice, right? Number 1 is the old commission-based model. So that's like, somebody who sells me an insurance product will do some financial planning. I don't love that model. I think it's pretty old-fashioned. Yes, when I started in the business, we all charge commission. Don't need to do that anymore. Thank you very much. Let's move on. The second is an asset under management model where somebody will charge you based on the total assets under management. So in the previous question, $1.6 million, 1% or 0.8%, that charge is called an asset under management fee. It is charged every single year. And usually in this day and age, as I said to the previous questioner, Rich, you wouldn't pay for that unless you were getting ongoing financial planning advice as well. The third way to pay for financial advice and financial planning is to get someone who charges a flat fee and takes no commissions, essentially someone who is a fee-only advisor, which is the National Association of Personal Financial Advisors. NAPFA.org has that on their mantra. We don't take commissions. We're not selling stuff. It is just a flat fee or some way to compensate people for the advice that they are getting that is not linked to a product or an asset under management model. But at the end of the day, for both Brenda and Rich, I think the question becomes, who is doing what? If you want to pay for advice, then you are absolutely going to have to pay some fee or flat fee. And it may be a lot more money than you think. If you want to have someone just manage your money, you're probably better off using a robo-advisor, whether it's with Betterment or Vanguard Personal Service Advisor or Schwab or Fidelity, whatever it is. That's what you would do. Otherwise, you're going to pay a fee. Either it's going to be a flat fee or it's going to be some other amount of money, like just a one-time planning fee. And then you're going to have to decide what of the service you need. So I hope that explains it for you, Brenda. Give me a shout back if you've got a follow-up question. Oh, I love this question, Mark. You ready? Can we renovate our kitchen? Here's the background. This is from Ronald. My wife and I are in our early 40s. We own our forever home. We want to renovate our kitchen. We are nervous about spending the money and making a dumb financial decision as we build our nest egg. The kitchen definitely needs an upgrade, but I feel like the renovation falls into the nice to have category as opposed to the must do. All right. The renovation will be about $75,000. They must not live in New York City because that seems like a low number for a renovation. And here's the financial breakdown. He has $430,000 in his 401k. She has $225,000 in her 401k. She's got 60 grand in a rollover. They've got $140,000 in a brokerage account. Wow. They have $40,000 in cash. So they're like right now in their 40s, their early 40s, they look great. They've got 529 accounts. They've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and it's about $30,000 combined. Here's the important part. They earn a combined $315 grand a year. Wow. They max out both of their 401ks. And they also put $1,700 a month into the brokerage account and $800 into the 529. So they're saving $2,500 a month for their future goals. Okay.
Wait till you get to the last line.
With the kids and just moving into this home, we spend a good chunk of money each month. We have roughly $500,000 left on the mortgage at 3.86%. Does a renovation make sense given our financial breakdown? Ready for the answer, Mark? In 3, 2, 1. Yes. You got 140 grand in your brokerage account. That's how you're going to pay for it.
Oh, no. Keep reading.
I don't like okay. I understand you. So Ronald says, I don't like the money, taking the money out of the brokerage account. Should we pause our contributions? And no, stop this. Take the money out of the brokerage account, pay the tax that's due, and then rebuild your brokerage account and stop being so silly.
Then why have a brokerage account? If you're not going to use it, why have it?
Okay.
You'd rather take out a loan and pay interest?
And by the way, if you take out a loan, it's going to kill you. It's like that you have this beautiful sub 4% loan. No, you should use your brokerage account. Okay. That is how you're going to pay for it. Stop it. The answer is, by the way, and I can almost guarantee it's not going to be 75 grand. It's going to be 100 grand. I'm just going to say that right now, putting myself out there. Hey, this is from somebody. The subject is, am I a lazy-assed rebalancer? Hello, I love your show. You already know that. Here's my question. Everyone says rebalance, have a stock, have a bond, then rebalance, and you're good. I have the Vanguard Wellington Fund, and they rebalance for me, right? Someone said, okay, but when the market tanks, how do you just sell the bonds, since selling shares of Wellington, sell both? Okay, Wellington is a balanced fund, right? And, I guess that let me just look at the allocate. I haven't looked at this fund in so long. So this is Vanguard Wellington, right? Let me look at it. Okay, so the Vanguard Wellington Fund has about 2/3 in stock and 1/3 in bonds. And yeah, I think that they're rebalancing. It's a balanced portfolio. So yeah, I don't think you have to do much with that. You don't have to get involved. I guess the point is that if you have one of the nice things is that a lot of people will not have a balanced fund like this. You do. On one hand, it's great because you don't have to really worry about it. On the other hand, you don't get a chance to rebalance and take tax loss harvesting, but so be it. You're doing fine. You can do fine. If you feel like you are over allocated in one area because all of a sudden Wellington is doing something different, then you might use other stuff around it. But sure, that's fine. I have no issue with this. I also would not really get too nutty about it. It's funny because most balanced funds are expensive. The Wellington Fund has an expense ratio that's 1/4 percentage point a year. So that is more than, say, having the Vanguard Stock Index and the Vanguard Bond Index. So you are paying more for that balance, but it's easy. And so, I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine. I would keep it. You're all good. Okay. Hey, Mark, that's it. That's the show. Went by so fast. If you've got a question for us, just give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com and click the Contact Us button. Write us a note, and we'll answer that as quickly as we possibly can. While you're on the website, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter. It comes out today. It's amazing. And you should also check out all the great content that lives on the website. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. It's Friday. We like to do our thank yous. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer and king of all things web, and we are distributed by the fine folks at Odyssey. Try to do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.